season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well in time there, and now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets down for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. The defensive back that got to him with the pressure.
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. With a crafty play call here, 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Hill on the return. So a good punt, but Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Mason. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point and good by Sanders. It's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got it, reeling it in on the outlet. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 moment. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. They're up to the challenge.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground again, it's Mason. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down. Watkins. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Off the play fake. Watkins. It's complete to Watt. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On first down, Watkins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. He's got Renfrow on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. A big threat that can make big plays, limited number of catches.
Step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on second down, Watkins. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered.
just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watkins dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 2 now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jody Fortson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Mason. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the 2 teams will halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Mason. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run again with Mason. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Just taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Mason. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Now a give, right side. Mason. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. They run it with Mason. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff in the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's going to be a 2-yard touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
And he works free. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this throw caught left side, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Watkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Out to his left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake.
He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll take this to the 46. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Watkins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The offense on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Watkins. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. James now to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now London down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Fortson. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one. They're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go through it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Mason, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Mason. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw is Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break.
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On first down, it's Mason. Down to the 41. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. On second down, it's Mason. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.